subdivision. This is about as far as we're going to get as far as cutting trees go. It's a big enough clearing. And as far as sunlight goes, when these leaves come down, there's going to be more sunlight. It may be winter sun, but there'll be more sunlight coming through. But I'm so tired of not getting started on the platform itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get going on getting the foundation for the platform. It's going to be a little bit tricky. It's hard to tell by the camera, but towards the wood pile, it's a little bit lower. So that's where these stumps are going to go on this side here. And on this side, there may be enough of a difference that we may have to put cinder blocks on this side, stumps on this side, and then I'm not sure what's going to go in the middle. I'm going to have to get out my laser level, and we'll see how that works out. So that's the what you're looking at right there in front of the pallet. That's one corner. This is another. All these branches are going to get out of the way. So between that and that is 28 feet. It's going to be a 28 foot by 16 foot platform. So I'm going to go ahead and get going on that. Good morning. A couple of things have happened. I've gotten a better feel for the slope of this land, so much so that I'm not going to be able to use these tree stumps, at least not for this first row. And so that's kind of why I have this stump here, or excuse me, this post, and that's cemented in. And I had to wait until this morning so I could have low light levels. You see the green laser on there, and that's emitting from this, and that's going to let me know where to put this other post. Actually, not where to put it. It's going to go here, but how high it goes before I cut it off, so that it's at the same level as that one there. So, and let me see if I can actually show you the laser. Yeah, see it right there on my hand. So, but you need this low light. You can't have it in bright sunlight. I tried it yesterday afternoon, and even with the partial shade, this wasn't showing through. And so that's why you got to do this early in the morning. So, we're going to make some progress today. Kind of how this works. As you can see, the laser level, there it is there. If you can see it, the laser painted on that post there, and that's actually 4 inches, and I adjusted, used the fine-tune adjustment on the platform underneath the laser to get it to where it's 4 inches underneath the top. So we're going to be adding the 4 inches to my measurement on this post. So as you can see right here, there is the laser line, 30 inches, and we're going to add 4 to that. So it's actually going to be at 34. Oh, there we go. All right, so the laser at 30, actually it's at 30 1/4 to 34. We'll add a quarter. We'll add that quarter in. So 34 1/4, and that's where we're going to cut our post to put into this hole right here. All right, so I'm getting ready to make my cut on my 4x4. This is treated lumber 4x4, and so as you can see, I got it measured out to 34 inches, and actually I'm going to go ahead and make that 34 and a quarter. Okay, and we will go ahead and make our cut. Mark it here. It's hard. It's hard to make a cut, make a mark one-handed. But here we go. All right, so we made our mark, and I did go ahead and get a cordless. The corded one that I showed you that kind of overloaded the Blue Eddy, and it didn't hurt the Blue Eddy. To understand that the Blue Eddy has safety features built in to where it's going to cut out if there's too much of a surge, and that's what it did. The other battery is just too heavy to be carting to the work site and back, and so I went ahead and got a Craftsman for right now. Um, and that's a 4 amp hour battery on it, so that's what I'm going to be using to make my cut. All right, and with the magic of the laser level, we now have that post in. You can see the line right there, 4 inches from the top, and right over on the other side here. I'll go ahead and walk in closer here so you can see that too has a laser painted 4 inches from the top. So I haven't poured in the cement yet. I'm going to go ahead and do that. These are all dry pours. So basically I'm pouring in the cement, and then I'm maneuvering this around using the level to make sure that it's that it's perpendicular and in every direction. And then I'll go ahead and pour the water, just a gallon of water, on the cement and let it cure. So this one was done yesterday, and that one is fully, well, it's hardened. It's not, it'll take a little while to cure, but it's hardened at this point. So that's our next step. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to show you. I told you before that when I put in my mailbox that I used an auger to drill the hole for the post, and I've been using this for all of these. So, and I can't tell you how much easier it makes it. So you put it up to an impact hammer drill like this Craftsman that I have right here, which is what I'm using. And this is what it looks like right here. As you can see, that part goes into the drill. Comes to a point right there. And I want to go ahead and show you because there's another hole that I drilled. That's 12 inches deep. It's hard to tell by the camera, but this is a good way to get things started. And so what I do is I hook this up to the drill, and and go ahead and start drilling. And sometimes I have to stop and pull out a few rocks. As you can see, this is kind of a rocky soil. But I do the initial drill with this, and then I go ahead and use a post hole digger to do the rest, and I basically get out. But this is doing all the hard work. This auger, guys, this is doing all the hard work. This simple auger hooked up to a drill and being used to drill these neat little holes that I'm using for my posts. All right, hello again. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going ahead and checking for level in every direction, and I have leveled this. So as you can see, the bubble there, it's in the middle there. Move to the other side, again in the middle. And so now that I've done that, positioned it while the concrete is in, I'm going to go ahead and pour just a little more concrete around the base there, and I'm going to go ahead and start pouring water. Okay, so next up, we got one of the joists up, and and I just want to do that in order to make progress and have it set as a template for the rest of them. So as you can see here, I went ahead and used an angle, a right angle joist hanger right there, and not hanger, but I don't know. You can see what that is. And I'm going to be doing more things. I'm actually going to probably drive a carriage bolt right through the center of that, just to hold that in as well and give it some more strength. All right, and then right here, what I did now, the cut that inside the trunk there, in order to get it to the perfect height and the perfect level, was made by a chainsaw. Okay, so I did that by a chainsaw, and right now, this is the first time using mend plates like this. I'm not sure if I'll use it in the future. It looks like it's going to get in the way when I put in my center joist. But as you can see right here, the hurricane ties. I have a hurricane tie on either side. Oh, there we go. On either side, holding this in place, and it's sturdy. Okay, so as it turns out, the stumps can be useful for the center, but right there, they're just going to be way too high, and so that's where we are. And hey, give me a break. This is the first time I've ever really built anything in my life. I've certainly never built a deck or a house or anything like that. So I'm learning, and you know what? I'm having the time of my life learning this stuff. So I'm going to make mistakes, but you know what? I'm loving this. So there we go. There's our first one.